Now, we have some breaking news just coming in. The predominantly conservative US Supreme Court is officially rolling back the landmark decision granting and protecting abortion rights in the United States. The ruling, known as Roe versus Wade, has been under attack ever since it was enacted 50 years ago. Now, this decision is highly controversial in the US, with feelings running high on both sides. The greatest division falls along political lines and along religion, with Republicans and evangelical Christians overwhelmingly against it. And we are going to cross now to our DW Washington bureau chief, who is following the story of the Supreme Court rolling back this landmark decision on abortion. Ines, this decision may not come as a surprise, but what exactly does this mean for women in the US now?
It's not coming as a surprise, but you can really feel the shockwaves going through Washington right now. With this ruling, it basically means that the protection of the right to get an abortion nationwide is taken away. You know, I think it's important for our international audience to understand it's not the case that abortion is not allowed anymore in the United States, but this 50-year-old protection of the right to get an abortion is taken away, and it's now up to the states to decide whether women are allowed to get an abortion and how long into their pregnancy they get an abortion, if there are exemptions, for example, for rape or incest. So, yes, this is really a very, very important day today, as this 50-year-old this 50-year-old protection is taken away.
It's obviously an issue that is intensely political, emotions running very high, some for, some against. What kind of reaction could this potentially trigger in the broader population?
Well, it is interesting. You know, the latest polls say that the majority of the Americans are for abortion rates. So the Supreme Court, with 3 appointees from President Donald Trump, is obviously basically not following the wishes of the majority of the Americans. We shall see. I mean, there are already 26 states which plan to ban or restrict abortion access. They have all the kind of the legal writing in the books. And then there are 16 who have already laws out there which probably will come into effect within the next couple of days. So I'm sure that we will see a lot of protests going on up at the Supreme Court. We will be there soon and also report live from the scene there. But there will be also marches and protests along the United States on the one side. But then on the other side, you have those who are in favor of this ruling. They will applaud the Supreme Court for making this decision.
DW's Ines Paul in Washington, D.C. Thank you so much. Now, as we were just hearing, today's decision overturning Roe versus Wade gives states the ability to make their own laws, and many conservative states have already indicated that they will severely restrict access to abortion. For conservative lawmakers, it's the culmination of a decades-long fight against the decision that legalized abortion nationwide.
The Supreme Court's ruling on Roe versus Wade was a landmark decision, effectively legalizing abortion across the United States. The case focused on Jane Roe, in reality Norma McCorvey, a Texas woman seeking an abortion. Since state law only allowed it in cases where the mother's life was in danger, she was denied. Her case was picked up by civil rights lawyers looking to challenge anti-abortion laws. In January 1973, the justices ruled 7-2 that a woman's right to privacy superseded a state's right to ban abortion. The decision set off a fierce legal battle, which has become increasingly partisan. After Roe, the Republicans added an anti-abortion stance to their platform, an effort to enlist support from the religious right. During the Trump presidency, a major victory for Republicans looking to tilt the balance of the Supreme Court. In just 4 years, he was able to appoint 3 justices, giving the court a 6-3 conservative majority. During their Senate hearings, each appointee was asked about Roe, and each said they would follow precedent. In May, a leaked draft opinion suggested the Supreme Court planned to overturn Roe. Justice Samuel Alito called it egregiously wrong from the start. In post-Roe America, 26 out of 50 states are expected to quickly ban or severely restrict abortion. That's galvanizing Democrats who still want to keep abortion legal, a position recent polls suggest is supported by some 60% of Americans.